Okay, out of the shed and into the snow. Gonna go try to get some zip ties. I got some more junk out of the shed, out of the garage, and moved it to the shed. We'll see how we do. So what's it like having a top anyway? Here we go. Sorry about the snow. Let's try out here. So this is turning with the front locker on. Yeah, we made it. This took a little bit. There we go. There we go, solving problems. That's what the hand throttle's for, huh? And we're off. So what do you say we go through the big puddle today? Why not? Through the mud puddle, here we go. Well, today it's an ice puddle. Back up onto the road. That's how you do that, huh? We made it to the hardware store, we got some zip ties, and now we're heading home. It's got about 4 or 5 miles of uphill to go. I think it's 4 miles. This guy on the left up here in this brown barn, or brown garage, has a Model T pickup that he drives to the grocery store, to the hardware store. Kind of like me, just, yeah, it's still a real car, use it. My hardware store trip was successful. I've got the supplies I need to do a little more Christmas decorating. It turns out that we're gonna end up hosting Christmas at our house this year. So I'll have my parents might come up from Arizona. Lynn's parents will come up for sure. Lynn's sister plans on being here. She lives in Eagle Vale, or actually technically Edwards, I think. So it should be a full house, full of Christmas cheer and fun. I guess this is kind of the shakedown run for the Willys to make sure it works, because I'm sure James will want to go for a spin, conditions regardless. We had the old green cabin and the old pink cabin. This green one up here in the trees used to be George's. George lives in the house up there in the trees. He's a really great guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. This is where the road gets steep. And in the winter, in the old days and two-wheel drive days, people couldn't pull this hill. It was gravel and slick and two-wheel drive, and if you couldn't make the hill, you just went back to George's there, and that's where the party was that night. It's like some two-wheel drives turning and burning coming up this hill. We're doing just fine. Yeah, a lot of turning and burning going on there. Looks like they're gonna make it though. Actually, this corner is one of the hardest here. It's not one you want to carry a lot of momentum through, because a lot of cars end up right there. That's how they stay on the road here. They just put a couple of patches on the worst of it and then let the cars spread it out. But no plows today. We can have here, huh? Whoops. So that's a four-wheel drive cookie with the Willys. Actually, that sound is the sound that it makes when it's out of gas. So we'll probably have to put some in here. Well, we got a little fuel pressure. Yep, we're out of gas though. Let's see if we make it home. Pretty slippery out. Ready? And that's in four-wheel drive. What do you think of the street names out here? Black Widow, Warhawk. Alright, my fingers are pretty frozen. Probably gonna have to take a break here, but as you can see, the snow's getting a little deeper. So we're pretty much close to our house now. You can tell by how deep the snow is. And again, there are certain places you don't really want to go off. If you're not careful, you'll end up in that guy's living room.